laughing. I'm so excited.
And I'm so excited for you to try it. I feel like all I do is talk about it and you've never tried it. Basically, I do is just sit and eat and speak.
But I'm going to try this first.
Yeah, please do. I want your first. Actually, I want to watch your reaction.
This is nothing. That was just. My mum's is better. Hey guys, we're going to do a Q&A mukbang.
Mukbang. Not mukbang.
Yeah, I say mukbang.
You taught me the word.
I didn't even know what mukbang was. Kirsten also gave us a fancy glass. Some fancy ice cubes.
Yeah. We're having
Ben's
carbonara.
Let me know if you
slid off the plate.
let me know if you eat your carbonara with spaghetti or penny.
Or penny. Penny all the way.
Spaghetti is spaghetti.
I know, penny's just a weird way, but for a YouTube video it's the normal clean way.
Why?
Who gets more drunk?
But yeah.
Well, we're both quite equal. But recently it has.
I feel like definitely we could just go
pure health kick. That's when I realised, wow, I'm an alcoholic.
It's every weekend. Do I get a drink? Do I get a drink? I'm just like, no.
I feel like it depends though sometimes. Like, I remember we went for a phase and it was like, I'm going to be the more mature one tonight because I'm working, so like you can just ruin your life.
Yeah, she was working every weekend, so it was mostly me.
Yeah, I'd say it's quite even. That's quite a good question. Thanks, Ellie.
But that question was who gets most drunk.
Who's the better driver? That's not even a question. Obviously me.
How?
Because you've nearly died hundreds of times in your car. Where have you ever died in mine?
I don't know, but there is times where I'm in your car and I'm like, fucking hell.
Yeah, it's just I'm definitely maybe a wee bit more speedy. Well, actually, you're quite dangerous around corners.
Yeah, again.
And you just do the wee like nearly kill someone.
Yeah,
but I'd definitely say I'm better. You're better in motorways, I'll give you that.
I mean, I have like been in a crash.
Yeah, so you have.
That wasn't my fault.
Yeah, but you're still in a crash, and I'm not. What does the other person do that annoys you?
Well, we could be here all night.
I don't even know. What do you do that annoys me? Not drinking. Not
get on it.
Patch me, actually. Recently, recently I wake up and I'm like, oh, Nicole must not be awake, and I go and it's like red at 9 o'clock last night, and I'm like,
it's because my phone goes onto that like do not disturb. I can't think of anything you do that's really annoying. Well, I mean, there's probably loads.
I think so.
But actually, do you know, recently, right? You say the word basis. You say that every sentence. I noticed.
Basis?
I
don't say that word.
No, I swear to God. Recently, you have been like, I think it's on the basis that, and I'm just like, how many times are you going to say it? You say it every
I've never even noticed that.
I swear. Only recently I've noticed. I'm like, why is she saying that word so much? Is that like a new word?
Text?
No. Well,
In person?
You say it more like in person.
Oh my god, I don't know, I don't know.
You sent me a video on Snapchat of you talking and you said it like 5 times. I'm like, oh my god.
Honestly, I've never noticed me saying that word.
Try and listen out for it.
I don't know, I'm going to say it all the time now.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, as I'm saying, it was literally a recent thing. I'm like, is this
like on the basis of or something? That's so weird because I don't even think a sentence that I could actually say that in.
I thought it was weird. I'm like, I've never used that word before in my life, and you've said it like 10 times in the one sentence.
I'm actually trying to think of a sentence right now that I could even say it in, and I can't think. Like, what was I talking about?
Literally.
I know. That's so bad.
All
I'll
the
watch a
time.
Batman photo behind why are you speaking so posh or something, because that's quite a strange.
I know. It's a weird word. I've never used it before.
I did not know I'd done that. But I'll take that. Mine. What feature would you steal from each other? Not your feet anyway.
I feel like you've got like a dead nice coloury eyes. Sometimes like they look really, really, really blue, and I'm like, that's so pretty.
Thank you.
Or I wouldn't steal your eyes because as soon as you get drunk, they're literally like bloodshot. Yeah. So they're quite red now, by the way.
I was in a shower. I was like,
she can't be drunk.
Your butt. You've got a good butt now. You worked out. When you watch that back, you'll see me try to get a bit of bacon in my mouth and I'll put a fish. But yeah, I'd maybe steal your butt. I would steal your butt.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a good butt.
What is your fave drink orders? Right, go cocktail first. I think we're both the same with a porn star.
Porn star martini.
Yeah, I always call it a porn star and I'm like, well, I'm going to order a porn star and I'm like, that sounds so weird. Celebrity crush.
Do you have one?
I mean, I edit myself in the pictures of them, but that's a bit creepy. People.
Do you? I feel like my celeb crush. But Bradley Cooper's just one of the ones I'm like,
oh,
you are
Zac Efron,
sexy.
actually.
I mean, there's a lot of ones like Zac Efron, Bradley Cooper, like they just are so
beautiful to look at.
Leonardo, yummy.
Yeah, and Titanic.
Yeah, I used to kiss my telly screen all the time.
What the hell?
No, like I used to kiss the telly every time I watched Titanic. I think I used to kiss the telly at somebody else.
I don't think I ever kissed a tail. I don't think I was ever that much of a weirdo.
Pretend
I don't really watch films. I watch cartoons, so it'd probably be like Prince Charming or something. What's the first club you're going to when they open up again?
Solly.
No. I don't really know. I think it'll probably be more somewhere in town.
Yeah. Because I feel like we
Compared to
actually
local
go out.
places.
Like, we'd only go out for like drinks, like to different places we never actually.
I mean, I think I've only been out in a club in Glasgow maybe a handful of times.
Don't do that often.
No. Baby's crying at the door. Most embarrassing experience? This is probably quite recent in the changing room. Right, so basically I went into New Look at the weekend there on Saturday and the dress that I was trying on, I couldn't get to zip up at the back, but the tag had got stuck. So me being me, I ran out of the dressing room with no shoes or socks on, just this dress that I was going to buy, had to run all the way out, and I was shouting up the shop, "Dad, where's Mum?" And then my mum just came stoking over and she's like, "Oh, that's pretty," and I was like, "I need help." But I had no mask on. There was people like everywhere and they all just turned round and I was like, "None of you are my mum." Why are you all turned round? So yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. Another time was maybe that time I hung out the window shouting at that lorry to reverse.
That was
Can you
funny.
please go back? You're going to crash into us.
I don't know what it means is. I mean like, don't know. I wouldn't say, see like me driving to the prison in the taxi.
Oh yeah.
That's, I don't know if that's embarrassing or me just being stupid.
Probably stupid.
Yeah, I don't know, embarrassing. Like it was pretty embarrassing, but
There's probably a lot more that I just can't think of. I can't even think just now either. Like, what have I done in my life that's embarrassing?
full life. Everything I do is embarrassing. I think most things happen when you're drunk and then it's embarrassing at the time and then you just kind of forget about it. I do a lot of weird shit.
Well, the drunkest you've ever been. I feel like that time I broke 3 fingers, that was quite a bad day.
I feel like the last few times is like the drunkest I've seen you. Like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sum it up, we're mad to make messes. We can't just pick one time.
Best day of your life so far. I'd say Creamfields is up there with one of my...
Anything that we've ever done together, it's been the best days ever.
I feel like
we do everything. Like, well, anything exciting that I do in my life is probably with you. So I'm just like, we just do so much cool things, guys.
We do. We normally, like, instead of it just being like drinking every weekend, we try and at least do fun and stuff. I feel like Tinto would have, well, maybe not. I wouldn't say it was the best day of my life, but it was like a really good experience.
Yeah. We're also eating these wee potato things.
Sauteed potatoes.
Salty. Very salty. Are they called salty?
No, sauteed.
Oh.
I think that's based on the shape more, not the actual.
They're very good. Next.
Yep. What is your best memory with each other? Again,
Probably Creamfields.
Creamfields, yeah.
I feel like when we go like to like a rave or something, like I like them. We've not been for ages. Well, like New Year, like Hug Me Nay, that was really good. And then was that when we fell asleep?
Yeah.
No.
Mr. Pizza.
I was bloody raging about that. Basically, we ordered food after a night out, and then Kirsten fell asleep, and then I was like, right, I'll stay up and get the pizza. Paid for it on Just Eat, and then I fell asleep. And we had spent like £40 by the way. They'd phoned me like 8 times, and I was just like, £40 I never got back.
If you had one bit of advice for each other, what would it be?
I'm not very good at advice.
I'm not very good at listening to advice. Advice to you would be never change because you're perfect the way you are. I never give you advice. It's normally you giving me the advice in life.
Yeah. Never get a boyfriend ever again. Can't be single
I'm
on my
just
own
gonna say
again.
that. I can't be single on my own.
Oh, the worst 2 years of my life.
Worst 2 years of my life. If you had to change one thing about each other, what would it be? I don't actually know what I would change for you.
Maybe make her a wee bit taller.
You always patch me.
That was twice! Never be able to let it go. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah, I don't think I would either because I don't actually. There's nothing coming to my mind.
I know you don't do anything that annoying. I would want to change.
I know. But we can maybe change the fact that I've not seen any of the good movies that you like. But then
yeah, but I'm educating you on that
you're
one.
teaching me, so you can't really change that because you're changing it physically. Which one of you is the cleverest?
My mum said that deliberately because she knows. Cleverest, obviously you. Because you go to uni, you're just waiting for me to say that. So basically it's Dumb and Dumber right over here.
Yeah.
Kirsten goes to uni, so...
And to do college.
And she goes to college, and she has a nursery teacher, and blah de blah. My gran would rather have her as a granddaughter. Literally, my gran was obsessed at the fact Kirsten went to uni.
Yeah.
And I didn't. Yeah, so basically Kirsten actually passed her third year at uni today. That's why we're doing this.
Actually.
Question is, who can drink the most before passing out or falling asleep?
No, it's not. The question is, that's how stupid she is. Who can drink the most before falling asleep or puking?
So Kirsten definitely would fall asleep because I can just party
all
all night long.
I'm the sleeper.
But if I take it too far, then I will be sick. When did you meet?
Well, that's a really good one, isn't it? Because we went to primary school together.
Right, so we were. I'd probably say we met in primary 2, which would have been like, about 6. But we didn't know each other existed until 2nd year. But I do have these memories when, this is why I probably didn't like you. You know she used to bully me. I did. So we were in primary 3 and we were reading, and then I must have like missed a line because I'm stupid. I was reading out loud, and then they were giving us like feedback, like the pupils were giving.
Oh my god, did I?
And Kirsten was like, well, she missed out a line, and then the teacher was like, okay, so that can be something that you need to work in. Make sure you're like reading with your finger. And I'm just like,
that would probably put you off.
I know. And then this other time we were learning about bungalows, and I was like, oh, like I know if I've got a bungalow, Kirsten. And she's like, actually, I do have an upstairs in my house. And I'm like, sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know you had an upstairs when you shouted at me. Yeah. And then this one time she got me a red card because she was so clever and she was like so quick at doing all her work.
I don't remember that either. Yeah.
And I was too slow because I was stupid.
Clearly we were traumatised and I was not.
You had no clue who I was. But yeah, then we were in every single class with each other in high school in 2nd year.
Yeah, because I remember sitting at the assembly hall and you get called out for your classes, and I remember thinking like, I don't, like, why am I not with any of my friends? And then we went back to the social area, and that's when we were like to everyone like, who are you with? And then that was more like when people were like, right, well you're in this class and I've heard this person's here. And it just turned out that we found out we were actually together.
And they were in every single class, and we have been inseparable.
We actually have, because I mean we used to link arms going to lunch and all
yeah,
that.
basically everyone thought we were lesbians.
We won best double act at prom.
Yeah.
Keely. Yeah.
Formal.
Yep, nice.
Is that a bird up there? Yeah, on the top
Oh
of
yeah,
that
it's a
pole.
pigeon.
Is it?
There's pigeons that you put your eyes at head in. Where do we see ourselves in 5 years? What age will we be? 22? 22. 11 together.
And goof. Yeah, living together abroad, travelling the world. I kept talking about that and I was making myself depressed. I want to go to Italy.
I want to go to Italy.
In Rome. Is that the same? And it's got like that building.
I don't know.
That the building that's like
yeah, or the Colosseum.
Sure. I don't know. Is that like where they used to like get
That's
the
where the
lines?
lines-
Oh my god, aye.
Yeah.
It's in SpongeBob.
Well, I don't know. I'm too sophisticated for SpongeBob. No, I don't know though. What's your biggest fear? The dark.
Yeah, she's got a wee nightlight that she always turns on around here.
Oh my god, that's another embarrassing story. Right, so I was in the shop buying the nightlight and I had to go and ask someone like, where do you get the nightlights? So I walked over, followed him, and he was like, so how old's your wee baby that wants the light? And I was like, oh, a year. So I don't want to tell you it's me. I'm 21, but I need a night light. But yeah,
Aye.
I hate the dark.
I don't know, like, it just feels like I'm so scared of spiders. Like that time that spider was in your shoe in your wardrobe.
Yeah, we both
And I ran into your
yeah.
bath. When have you felt the most proud?
Why don't we say each other then? Proud of each
Aye,
other.
yes.
Was that what you were doing?
Aye.
Sorry. I wasn't.
What were you going to say yourself?
But
No,
I
we-
thought we're doing ours.
Right.
When you started your YouTube, I mean there is obviously other places, but I was proud that you actually had to go into school and do that because I knew you wanted to. Obviously when you passed your driving test and like all the usual ones as well, but I felt that was a big one. I was proud of you because I actually remember when you'd posted on Instagram or something like, I've just made a YouTube channel, and then you were like, I'm not coming back to my phone for like an hour.
I didn't want to hear what anybody had to say.
Yeah, but it was all positive as well, which obviously made it
I think
so
it was
much
just
better.
so much more in my head because like nobody has said anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I was quite proud of you the other day there when you kept sending me like your assignment things like that you had passed. She was like, just got 70 plus on that and just got
I know.
this like
I know.
showing off.
Well, I got that.
Like, I don't know, I was
managed
quite proud of
it.
you then.
I
And then when you
was
sent me that text, it was yesterday you sent me
Yeah,
the text saying that she
that
passed.
officially.
Aye. Proud
I
then.
wish you were there when I was celebrating, Amanda, because the only thing I had my hand to fling about was a banana peel. So I was actually like, whoa! Swinging this banana peel in the air. Yeah, quite a lot of things you've done I've been proud of.
Yeah.
But I think obviously the generic ones are like passing your driving test, passing an exam, getting a job.
Yeah, whenever you do something well, I'm always just
Yeah.
like, well done, you.
Yeah. When was the moment in your life you laughed the hardest? No.
Oh.
There is so many times that this has actually happened with us that it's like that time when you laugh and then someone adds something to it, or because you're laughing I laugh. Like that time in Ashlands when we got shouted at because people were trying to go to sleep.
Aye, we were actually howling. Aye. So there have been loads of times, I don't know what like is
I can't actually think of an exact moment, but I know that we always just laugh at the most ridiculous things and then we add to it and make it funnier. Or
aye, like we literally laughed that there was a peanut in that
Yeah.
car, which sounds, well doesn't even sound funny
sounds
at all,
ridiculous,
but
no, I don't know, and
just so much more things were happening and we're just, yeah, we're a bit weird.
yeah, we're very strange, but we always laugh at the weirdest stuff. If you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Domino's pepperoni pizza or Chinese?
I was just going to say Teddy's chocolate orange. What would your next tattoo be?
A lotus flower.
Lotus? Yeah.
New beginnings is what it stands for, kind of thing.
We're going to get booked in and get some tattoos soon.
That can be if I do actually.
Yeah. Really soon.
Actually, that was a time when you laughed in the tattoo place in Maga.
Aye.
And the guy thought you were a weirdo because you were actually just laughing at.
I think it was more like a nervous laugh.
Yeah,
I was getting my
tattoo.
tattoo on my foot and I just could not stop laughing. But it was more like a
Yeah.
Oh, that was grand. But
What's the best present you ever received? But even
And
scrap
best-
best made when we were like.
yeah, they were probably the best presents.
Yeah.
I made her
sometimes
this
I still
amazing.
actually
Aye, I
look
went through it.
Aye, I really
Aye,
enjoyed
we
it.
made each other scrapbooks and but we do give quite good presents, but I feel like recently because
just
of the
been so
lockdown and
difficult.
stuff, we've not been that good.
Yeah. I mean, your 21st birthday, I got you a fucking birthday cake with candles. Like, I was literally, because that was
And
just.
she
that
got
was-
me that and I got her a trip to Dublin.
I shut up.
Question like, have we ever fell out?
No.
I don't think we ever fell out.
No.
We have like super
It's
wee
always
hours,
to be
it's
like, how dare you patch me or whatever. 'Cause
Aye,
sometimes,
it's a joke.
sometimes I'm like, excuse me, good morning, because you've like patched like the night before. That is literally. But we've never actually fell
No.
out.
I
Not
don't think there's ever
happened.
been like a time where we've not like spoken anything.
Yeah, it's like every day. Like if I don't text you or whatever,
I'm like, she
with
hates me.
trolls. And sometimes like I'm actually sitting on my break, like my second break at 3 o'clock when you're normally working. And I'm just like, why should you not text me? Like, I miss you. Actually, there was a time I Snapchat you saying miss you and you just patched it. She patched it. Patched my smiling face saying miss you and she just fucking ignored it.
She's a psycho. This is a
I
prime
know.
example of you being a psycho.
That was being cute actually. That's probably the first time I've been cute in a long time.
Aye.
And then you just ignored
See,
it.
I feel
So
like we
never
don't
again.
like show affection like that. We're always just like so much you carry on that we're like,
yeah.
we never do stuff like that. So when
But I
you do
feel
it,
like
I'm
I
like,
actually never compliment you. Like,
yeah,
see,
it was always slagging each other.
Yeah, like I don't ever remember the last time I was, well, probably like
Like if you wear something nice, I'm like, oh, like that's nice or whatever,
Aye.
or you look nice, but I would never
Be like, you look so
oh
pretty.
my God. Like I never walk into your house like, oh my god, you look cute today. Do you want to end it? Do you want to do the outro?
What does that mean?
Okay guys, so that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up.
I'm so over this.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Yep.
Peekaboo! Baby!
What a crisp chip. He's so cute, baby.
Okay, bye.
Bye, baby.